Hi, I'm Giselle, and I live with my parents in France. Please like and subscribe. My dad named me Giselle, which means beautiful like a star. He never loved anyone in the world as much as he loved me. And I guess this is why my own mom never liked me very much. Once in second grade, my geography teacher, Miss Diana, started screaming at a poor girl, and I just hated that she was such a bully. When she was done, she turned to us and said, "Okay, class, so now I think I should jump off a bridge?" And the whole class laughed. "Giselle, what is this behavior? I'll send you to the principal."
"And I'll send you to Antarctica. My dad is a travel agent."
"How dare you threaten me? You should never threaten people like that."
"Sorry, Diana. I thought it was funny."
"You should never call your teachers by their first name. This isn't funny." And the complaint letter was sent to my parents. Mom was furious, but Dad couldn't stop laughing at the statements I'd made in class. "Giselle, I know you were defending a girl, but we should always respect our teachers, darling. You shout at me if I spill coffee by mistake, but anything Giselle does is fine by you. You'd forgive her if she ever killed someone." Oh God, honey, do you always have to be so melodramatic? How can you compare yourself to a kid? And she's really funny. Mom just stormed off angrily, and since that day, I started noticing that she'd always talk to me rudely. A few weeks later, it was Dad's birthday, and I went down that evening in a beautiful new dress. The minute Dad got home, I ran towards him. Dad, my new dress. Am I pretty?" And then Mom pushed me aside and showed Dad the watch she'd bought for him. But Dad ignored her completely and picked me up instead. "My princess, no one can look more beautiful than you. Look what I've brought for you."
"Chocolate? Barbies? Wow! Mom, see the gifts Dad got for me?"
But Mom angrily turned away and left. Why was she always like this? I forgot all about her as soon as Dad and I started to play, and we played a lot. The next day at breakfast, Mom came downstairs wearing a bikini, and she walked in front of Dad. "How do I look, darling? Come, let's dance in this romantic weather." Dad spat out his coffee and burst out laughing. That was a really good joke, but can you please go and put something on? It's freezing and you'll get sick and cause trouble for everyone. He just went back to reading his newspaper, and I saw Mom's face turn red. I felt a bit sorry for her, but why was she acting so silly? She was obviously furious at Dad, but she took it out on me by not giving me dessert that day. And this time, I was angry at her.
"Give me dessert, now!"
"Nope, don't feel like it. Go ask your dad." I went to the kitchen and climbed onto a stool to reach the cookie jar on the top of the fridge, but I accidentally knocked it down and broke it with a loud crash. Mom came rushing in and started shouting at me. "You're such a brat. Look at this mess you made. You're going to clean it up." But I just ran out of there and headed straight to the phone.
"Hello, Dad? Mom is saying that she hates me and I look like an ugly panda."
Dad called Mom back and yelled at her, and I did a happy dance. Years passed, and I grew up to be a beautiful girl. Every time Dad or anyone praised my beauty, Mom looked jealous. By now, it was clear. She completely resented me. By the time I reached 11th grade, I'd discovered my love for acting, and I'd taken part in all of the school plays. But there was a mean girl in my class who was always competing with me for the lead roles, Ashley. I'd usually beat her to them, and she wasn't very fond of me. One day in the cafeteria, I saw Ashley bullying this shy kid named Sam. She walked up to him with her boyfriend and took off his thick glasses, snapping them in half.
"Oh, look at him crying like a kid. Mommy, save me from Ashley."
Sam's eyesight was so weak that he couldn't see anything. As he tried to get away, Ashley stuck out her leg and he tripped. He would have landed on his face, but I caught him just in time. Then I picked up a chair and shouted at Ashley, "You! Touch him again and I'll hit your head so hard your tiny little brain will come out. How dare you threaten me, witch?" And suddenly she jumped on me and we broke out into a huge fight. Some teachers came running and pulled us apart, and their moms were called to the school immediately. These girls were fighting like wild dogs. It's unacceptable behavior. My daughter could never do this. She's the greatest child in the world. Oh yes, I'm sure it was Giselle's fault. She's the worst child in the world. You poor baby, how badly hurt is she? Giselle should definitely be punished. This is the last warning to you girls. Don't be weak. Why are you letting Giselle off with a warning? You should suspend her. You can even throw her out of school.
Mom?
The principal actually suspended me for 3 days, and I was furious. When we got home, Dad was already there, and she started complaining to him immediately. See what your amazing daughter has done. She's suspended from school because she beat a girl so badly for no reason. She nearly sent her into a coma. Shut up. Don't talk rubbish. Giselle isn't crazy enough to hurt someone like that. Yes, Dad. Mom is lying. And she told the principal to suspend me. Ashley jumped on me and I just pulled her hair. How could she go into a coma from that? Hearing this, Dad was furious at Mom and they broke into the worst fight of their lives. Mom smashed half the plates in her house. She was crazy. A few days later, something was published in the news that left everyone really surprised in school. It was a picture of Sam with his dad, who happened to be a world-famous movie director. Everyone knew Sam's dad, but until now, no one had known Sam was his son because he'd never mentioned it. And suddenly, everyone's attitude towards Sam changed completely. He was surrounded by girls all the time. I also liked him, but I'd just see him from a distance. Even Ashley the witch apologized to him one day. He forgave her, and after that, the two would be hanging out together so often. A week later, it was Valentine's Day, and I came to know that Ashley had dumped her boyfriend. She walked over to Sam in the cafeteria and said,
This rose is for the most handsome boy in the world. Will you be my Valentine?
No boy ever refused Ashley because she was so pretty. But to my shock, Sam just took the rose from her and walked over to me. I've been waiting to do this since the first time we've met. And what day is better than Valentine's? You're the prettiest, loveliest girl ever. Will you go out with me, Giselle? Yes, of course, yes. Then he lifted me into his arms and twirled me around as everyone cheered for us. Ashley was so embarrassed and angry, she ran away from there crying. I started enjoying my relationship with Sam. He'd pick me up from my place and then we'd go to parks and malls. I could see Mom's jealous face whenever I'd come back with gifts. One day she said, Is this what you go to school for? Focus on your studies. Don't I already get the highest grades? That boy Sam isn't good for you. How can you say that? You don't even know him. His dad and I were in the same college, and he is a horrible, dishonest man. Wow, you'll just make up anything, won't you? You know what? I think you're just jealous, because you never got what I have. I started ignoring Mom completely after that. She couldn't stand to see me happy, and that was her problem, not mine. I graduated from high school, and Sam and I decided to get engaged before we both headed off for college. We had a small engagement dinner with his parents and mine, but just as he was about to put the ring on my finger, Mom suddenly jumped up from her seat. No, I can't stay quiet and just watch Giselle. I have proof that this boy is no good. Look at this picture of him kissing this girl. Won't you believe me now? I warned you about him and his whole family. Mom, just stop. That girl is Sam's cousin, and I know her. You've proved nothing. Except that you're a crazy psycho who's been stalking my boyfriend. Everyone was staring at us, and the whole evening was ruined. When we got home, I turned to Dad. She ruined one of the happiest days of my life, Dad. Thank God I'm leaving for university tomorrow. Not just you, darling. I'm leaving too. I've stayed with this mad woman just for you, but now you're all grown up and ready to go. And so am I. I need some peace in my life. And with that, we both left home the next day, hoping to never see Mom again. A few months later, Dad told me he was getting married again, and I was really happy for him. After Sam and I graduated from university, we decided to get married. I didn't want Mom to ruin my big day, so I didn't invite her. But to my shock, Dad didn't come either. He just sent me a huge wedding present with a note, Sorry I couldn't make it, honey, but I can't leave my wife and newborn son alone right now. Love you and hope you have an amazing day. That was a big blow to my heart. He'd never ignored me before, and I was so angry at him. I called him, but he didn't even pick up. Sam's dad soon signed me on for a movie, and the very first one was a success. I shot to fame fast. and was soon traveling all over the world for shootings and premieres. I was away often, and over time, I felt Sam was growing really distant from me. Like once I was in town on my birthday, and all he did was laze around on the couch as usual and watch football all day. Sam, today's day is over. It was my birthday, and you didn't even wish me a happy birthday. Oh, I forgot. Happy birthday, dear. And then he just turned his face to the TV again. This kind of stuff happened all the time, and I felt invisible. And sometimes it made me think of how Dad must have made Mom feel, and how I'd never realized it before. To distract myself, I worked even harder, and within a year, I was nominated for a big award. But Sam didn't even show up to the award ceremony. And when I got home, I found him having a huge party at our place. Oh, I thought you were out of town, babe. Come, meet my friends. Out of town? I was at the award ceremony, and you weren't there. That was today? And why did I need to be there, Giselle? Did you need me to carry around that tiny award for you? Do you even care about me? Or am I just a money-earning machine for you? You don't even have a job, and all you do is spend my hard-earned money. Your hard-earned money? Anything you are today is because of my dad and my connections. And look at you now, acting all high and mighty with your award and your expensive dress, which, by the way, looks awful on you. Everyone in the room looked at us. I was embarrassed like never before. Suddenly, the scene of Dad laughing at Mom and insulting her flashed before my eyes, and it was the worst feeling in the world. Really? You made me? Then why couldn't you make something of yourself, you useless potato? Saying that, I just pushed him aside and stormed off to my room. I could hardly sleep that night. I was so angry at Sam and at Dad. The next morning, I woke up to a message on my phone. It was from my bank, saying that all the money from my account had been withdrawn. What the heck? Sam, you took all my money? Why did you even need such a big amount? I had some debts to pay off. Partying can be expensive, man. You'd know if you ever had fun. What? You're the biggest jerk ever! I wish I'd let Ashley have you. You deserved her. Yeah, she was prettier, but whatever. Get lost now. I grabbed him by the collar and punched him hard. Just then the cops arrived at our door because I'd already called them and reported him for theft. He left shouting and screaming, and it was the best I'd felt in years. And then I left to see my mom. When I arrived at my old house, Mom was completely stunned to see me. Oh my God, Giselle, it's been so long. You're even more beautiful than I remember. And suddenly, I just burst into tears and ran to hug her tight. She asked me what was wrong, and I told her everything. I'm so sorry, Mom, for never realizing how Dad made you feel, for not listening to you about Sam. You warned me, but I grew up never trusting you to be happy for me. It's not really your fault, Giselle. All those years I was angry at your dad, and I took it out on you by never showing you affection. It's taken me years to get over my resentment and realize I should never have ruined my relationship with you over someone who never loved me at all. I'm here now, Mom. Do you think we can start over? I've been waiting to hear those words for so long, my darling.